And top of the map here on Daedalus Point, sporting the purple colors and the Protoss pieces, it is Dave Skadwa.
Excellent.
You want to get this guy?
Oh yeah, sure. This guy. This guy, spawning in the bottom of Polar Night, sporting the blue Terran colors. It is Zrqkyvx 666.
I think some people call him Zork. Some people call him Zrq.
Zork? Interesting.
I don't know. I think people's brains just kind of give out when they see that many consonants.
Was this a case invention?
No, if I try to remember correctly, I'm trying to remember what Day 9 ended up calling him in that Anazarg versus Zrq game.
Right, because when Day 9 says it, then it kind of it's.
No, it was funny because he said several different things because his brain just looked at that and went, nope.
What?
Like the first time he saw that, he's like, I'm not even going to try to say that. And then he came up with something as the game went on. I can't remember what it was.
Wasn't this was the game versus Anuzarg, right? That Funday Monday?
Yeah, that one where Anuzarg just like showed how badly that could go. Oh, it was rough. But it was a good one. That for those of you that are interested, that was I think the Zerg building attack one of the recent ones. So check that out. There is a pylon in Zrq's base.
And Kadwa
in the base.
Started Forge.
Not next to the base, not in the natural, it's up there in the base. We are probably going to see damage. Cannon 2. And Zrq knows what's going on. He should be checking the inside of his base any moment now. He's discovered it. And now really what he should do is just basically take that worker, put it on the bro, and make it really hard for the building. Just like block every building he tries to put down. Unfortunately, oh, whoa, that reaction.
There we go.
He's going to get rid of the cannon, but he really needs to get rid of the probe, or at least keep the probe away from that pylon. So it can't build anything else. That's pretty dangerous of a reaction, though. Right? Oh, the probe is stuck!
Minerals?
The probe is stuck!
Mineral walking?
Amazingly, didn't die right there. Wow.
And the Marine.
Oh, yeah. Well, right. Terrans have that thing that shoots at a distance, so need to chase you around with the dog for a while. So this is it's not good. It's not good. Meanwhile, Zrq is let's see. How much mining time did you really lose? Let's look at the build. Let's look at what we've got built. This is the best way to figure this out.
Structures tab.
Second barracks is building. He's up to about 8 workers, and he has a couple more than his opponent. And okay, yeah, Kadwa's definitely behind just because his tech is really far behind. He should have basically a Cybernetics Core finish it.
Well, you notice too, one of his cannons, Zrq pulled all of his SCVs, and the cannon was not canceled.
Oh yeah.
150 minerals down the toilet.
Yeah, it's
the Archon toilet.
Kadwa's pretty far behind here, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's dead. You got to remember that about games like this. It's going to depend on how solid Zrq is going to be playing from here on.
Well, no, by no means.
Big comeback.
Yeah, he's not guaranteed dead, but that is 150 minerals he could be putting toward an expansion or a pylon in his opponent's natural.
Well, you know, you guys hadn't figured this out yet. Kadwa appears to be very much the kind of person who's like, I'm going to start, but I'm not going to stop. Never going to stop.
Never going to stop.
He's not letting us down either. Not running around. I hurt you. Oh, he will hurt you, though. Anyway, there's a small army moving across the map. Did not see the pylon. He knows about it now, though. So we're probably going to see that army just kind of wheel around and turn right back. Or he might just try and use these. The thing is, this actually cuts off all the reinforcements. But there's enough out there that Zrq just walks to the base. He can. Oh no, there's 2 cannons here. Never mind. Never mind. God was fine. But Siege Tank, very good against this, and his opponent isn't exactly getting up expansion either. So.
Well.
Oh, that one was me.
Unlucky Marine. That was Billy. Day one, fresh out of the barracks.
Zrqkyvx changed his rally point, but I think there's still most of them are still just going to die walking past the cannons. So that's not going to be quite enough in and of itself to deal with that. Anyway, army moving up to the top here. Sees that his opponent doesn't have a natural. What's he going to conclude? What would you conclude?
Cannons everywhere.
Cannons, yes.
What I would conclude?
Ah.
Well, definitely not that, I don't think. Kadwa mixing it up a little bit. It started to look like a 4-gate, but 2-gate Stargate is interesting follow-up to that. I guess Oracles probably are a good choice. Zrq only has a few Marauders running around.
The really rough thing is the amount of gas.
Right.
Unfortunately, Kadwa's kind of basically had to decide to produce something. And okay, there you go. He has to decide to produce something and won't be able to really make anything else out of that Stargate. Like he can start making Void Rays, and it's just going to eat all his gas. He could probably have Void Rays and sell it.
Right.
But Ninja Expansion is a pretty good move. Unfortunately, the army is no longer positioned at the natural, so we won't be able to see a transfer of probes if there are any. And I think Zrq has the exact same idea. Yep. So we're transitioning into really poorly positioned mid-game where everyone's just kind of separated from their stuff.
Fate in the chat is chanting Fleet Beacon.
Fleet Beacon. I've seen him do it. I saw him do it on a stream the other day. He went for Mass Carrier Tempest thing, and that's what I call it because there's not really a name for it. For those of you who don't know, carriers take 2 minutes in-game time to build each. So if you pound Chrono Boost into that, it basically can short it down to about 80 seconds. But yeah,
you totally missed the Oracle passing over his army.
If he does go the carrier route, it's going to take a really long time to actually get enough to do anything with it. But here comes an Oracle. There's
not quite complete. If he hits now, well,
yeah, Kadwa's reflexes are not there though. Like
a little too late.
He's got it over there, but he's doing something else at the moment. And that one turret up, it's going to be enough to make it leave, but he still should be able to get a couple of pushes. No, okay, yeah. Just lose the shields and then come back around. He's probably going to check the south side now to see if there's actually an opening right there, and there is.
Oh, sure enough.
As long as he doesn't walk right into the turret, he can definitely get some work done here.
He's coming back.
And there you go. Like he's pretty much got exactly the workers you want to get with that, which is about 4 or 5. So, and then he keeps the threat there. As long as he keeps the Oracle alive, it's doing a lot of work.
We could use some help here.
These cannons still being extremely annoying. 1 Marine at a time. This army has not increased at all because the enforcements are constantly being cut off.
I think they're trapped in the base right now. He does have a few more. Yeah.
Oh, he does.
He's going to want to move down the ramp with all of this at once, and he can take out those cannons pretty easily. But really should work on that now, though, because this is quite the issue as time goes on.
He does have stims, so that's always an option. Kind of stim down the cannons.
Ah, it looks like he wants to build maybe siege tanks. Deal with that. I mean, he's got the tech lab for it, but we're not seeing anything producing out of there.
Siege tanks would be an awesome move.
But nah, yeah, he's just gonna rush down.
Yep.
Which I'd say that's fine. Like he's got more than the DPS.
Yeah.
To take care of this without taking too much losses.
Now he's gonna have to get to medevacs pretty quickly though if he wants these army units to not stay permanently damaged.
So Kadwa's gas problems have been relieved. He's up to about 700, 600 gas now. Starting to produce those Void Rays.
Dark Shrine on the way. Can't say I'm surprised.
That's a good choice here. There's actually already detection in the base, but and yeah, there's already some back here, but there's no ground defenses by his ninja expansion. So if you can find out the DTs, you can clean it up.
So Oracle still can't get work done. I'm sure it's very, very, very frustrated.
No, well, he doesn't. Wait, did he lose it already?
It just went down. Group of Marines took it out.
I was trying to watch for it. And Zrqkyvx has found the base. Evacuate!
All these probes. So dead.
Now, I actually think as long as Zrqkyvx plays his cards right here, I think he should have this. Could lose a lot to the DTs, there is that, but this army up here, without maybe 2 or 3 times this number of Void Rays is never gonna kill this Bio Ball. Never. So
As long as that Dark Shrine finishes, though, he does have defensive DTs, but I think Zrq has plenty of energy on his orbitals for a scan or two, at least on one.
Yes. He's being almost a little bit too good with the mules in this situation. In fact, I would not mind him spending a scan on the main base because he knows that most of the deck has got to be up here at this point. Though, oh, what the cannons everywhere and pylons. There's a question mark pylon almost there. Question mark of pylons.
A backwards one.
Zrq's getting a third base now. His economy is going to be incredible pretty soon relative to his opponent. He's also starting +2 armor. And Kadwa's still on 0-0.
Yep. 0-0, the only tech he's got to speak of is Warp Gate. And even then, he's only got 4 to 6 of those on one base.
So instead of building more barracks, Zrq is opting to build more command centers. So we got one building down here.
Is he gonna litter the map with planetary fortresses?
And that seems to be a favorite tactic of his in these things. I don't know how much I like that here because he's just not going to have the detection to cover them all. Oh, hey, look, a pylon. Perhaps he should go north and see that. Nope.
Well,
he did. No, he did see it. It's in his vision. He knows that there's a pylon there, and here comes the rest of the army. He's like, wait a minute.
Something is
I saw something.
purpley here. And
where? They're just patrolling? They're just patrolling.
Almost.
So
nope.
Here comes the army of 8 DTs. It's a lot of hope right there. And 4 Void Rays.
Plenty of hope.
The rest of the army is not even all that important. It's just 4 Void Rays and 8 DTs. That's a ridiculous amount of damage output. But
one scan is
one
the end of
scan
it.
And this entire thing dies. So here it comes. The army positioning. The DTs are running forward. They're finding army to kill, and DTs will kill that really quickly. But here comes the rest of the army. I don't think he realizes the DTs are there, and DTs are like, wait.
Void Rays are totally obliterated.
They're gonna run up to the main base and start wailing on the walls. I feel like that was a reference to something unintentionally. I'm not sure what it was.
Well, if it was.
Wailing wall. What is that from? Oh my gosh.
Oh, the Wailing Wall?
Oh no, that's from real life. That's what that's from. Never mind. Not an interesting reference. Well, the DTs have been discovered. They're going to kill some workers, but it's not going to be a significant number. There are... Oh, wow. It's actually down to 24 workers against his opponent's 26. So, economically, Kadwa's tech is stronger at the moment. But I don't think he can build an army that can kill this before it comes over to the base and demolishes everything.
Not much time left on Kadwa's clock.
Does he have any scans, though? Yeah, okay, no, he doesn't. He needs to get another scan before he marches up here, or he's gonna get deterioration.
He's gonna get
deteriorated. There we go, deteriorated. Deteriorated. Alright, that was bad, I'm sorry.
These 2 half-built, well, not even half-built. One is not half-built. There we go. Alright. Looking to build more bio here. Another command center landing.
No, he's taking the aggressive positioning on that too. He's not going to get the back base. He's not going to get the side base. He's not even going to take his own natural. He's not, I'm going to take one of your thirds.
Not much of a distance between them.
Which, frankly, I don't think he has to worry about. He's got 1, 2 now on upgrades. By the way, when you get to a certain point, upgrades all by themselves cause you to just win. So we might see that coming up pretty soon here.
Yeah, if Kadwa continues to let this get out of control, which it already has gotten quite out of control.
Here comes the army from Zrq. He's been notorious about not killing his opponent when he can. He usually just gets more stuff. And it's working out pretty well here, but he does, if he really wants to go with this mass expandy thing, getting more workers would probably be in his best interest. Kadwa's actually outstripping him economically at the moment because he's about to mine out of his main base. in Zrq. So yeah, he has all these command centers and mules, but it's actually not doing him a ton of good. Not as much good as it could be doing. It is doing him some good though.
I'd really, really like to see him elevator into the main base and just.
I think he's thinking about it. He wants to see if there's any bases. Oh, all the DTs have become Archons. This army is actually now considerably weaker as a result.
If that's at all possible. It's definitely possible.
So Printf is reminding us the nukes are a thing. I wonder if Zrq will remember that nukes are a thing.
Nukes are a thing.
Nukes would be pretty awesome right now, actually.
I would really like nukes. He's got.
Like, think about this. You just set up over here with the medevac behind the natural, and you just point at the mineral line. You don't even have to get into
Right
his
here.
defensive zone.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're close enough to do that.
Can't you scan and just drop the nuke and then, you know?
Well, I wouldn't do it with a scan, mostly because I don't think it lasts quite long enough to do that.
But he's got command centers.
You could also just put 2 siege tanks back there. That's really effective. Here comes 3 DTs being like, "You sure about this, boss? All right, we're gonna look around."
Sneaking right by this. Did he see the army though with the watchtower? Do you know where they are?
No, I don't think he does. And that army's really thinking about going up to that main base. And the DTs are like, "Hey, we're back. Start killing your stuff now."
Enough reinforcements here and there. Picking on these 4 barracks once again.
Okay, so Zrq has move whole army syndrome, which is very, very, very bad in this situation. Exactly what Codwo needs to come back into this. He needs Zrq to never attack. He needs Zrq to constantly be running around the map and deal with the DTs so he can build up an army. And if that happens, he will probably still die to upgrades, but that's okay.
Codwo's doing the smart thing here, targeting these expansions that are completely undefended, and
Zrq has lifted into into all of his medevacs. He's considering the drop. Here we go.
I think he's more than considering it, Omega.
And the drop begins anytime it's barely going.
The drop of doom.
And this is very much so a doom drop, as they call it. The entire army is here now. +1 is just about to finish for the Protoss army, but that kind of anti-timing, unfortunately, has been.
These DTs are going to totally change this, though.
No, but
never
scan.
mind.
Okay.
And the scan goes down.
1 scan, all the DTs die. Well, he canceled the upgrade. No, he did get it. He got +1 attack. It's not going to matter anymore, though. Stargate's depowered along with all the cannons, and there's just nothing here to deal with the army now. There are 3 DTs just hanging outside the base, but yeah, that's GG.
Well played.